All right, good morning, y'all. Jay Boone down here at Emerald City Guitars for yet another pick of the day. Well, we finished our burst series up, and now we're going to get into some really rare and amazing Fender guitars. And today, I am proud to open the case of this original 1951 Fender Nocaster. So, right, guys, the Nocaster is one of the most legendary Fender guitars, along with a few others, of course, but the Nocaster. We all love the Nocaster, and you know, they only made, what, I guess about 475 of these in 1951. And the one I'm holding in my hands, and I've held several of these in my hands over the years, more than several, this is the most complete, amazing Nocaster I have ever laid hands on. Now, I know this guitar well, kind of stocked this guitar when it was in the hands of a fine player named Dan Phelps back in the day. I got this from him about 5 years ago, and he'd had it for some years. Got it down in Texas, and it was just too clean to play, according to him. So I ended up selling it to a collector out in Kansas, and it found its way back to the shop, and I was so excited to get this guitar back. It is just an absolutely amazing guitar. If you had a checklist of everything you wanted in a Nocaster, this hits every check mark. It's completely 100% original. It has a great weight, a great playability to it, sounds amazing. It's in pristine condition. It's everything you want in a Nocaster. If you're looking for a Nocaster, please call me. This guitar is absolutely amazing. Show you the back here, the really beautiful grain in that ash. And the patina on this finish is just absolutely amazing. You have to see it in person. I'm sure the pictures will kind of give you an idea, but just everything on that finish, the way it's just kind of sucked into the grain of that wood, and then just the natural light checking on it. It's just a stunning finish on this. Frets are in great shape. This guitar is absolutely 100% playable. And like I said before, it sounds amazing. This pickup in the bridge measures in at 5.5K, and in the neck we're at 5.3K. And you can see how clean it is under there, under the original ashtray. The really cool brass saddles on that. Pick guard, great shape. Top of the guitar looks wonderful. You can see the old single line Clouson tuners intact, in really fine condition. This low E right here is slightly, shows a tiny bit of rust on it, but my gosh, this guitar is 68 years old and it has held up so well. Weighs in at 7 pounds, 9 ounces. That's with the ashtray on it. Of course, it's got the original circuitry in it, the blend circuit on the 3-position switch. And yeah, so it's a Nocaster. What more can you say? Just an awesome guitar. For those of you that don't know what the Nocaster actually means, so in 1950, Fender came out with the Broadcaster. They made a little over 200 of those, the Fender Broadcaster. Fred Gretsch owned the rights to the name Broadcaster, so he let Leo know that he couldn't use that name anymore. So as the story goes, Leo had the Fender Broadcaster logos. He just clipped off the Broadcaster part, and it just said Fender. It was called the Fender Electric. We've nicknamed it the Nocaster over the years, and whoever came up with that name, I applaud you. It's a really cool name. And by the end of '51, Leo had come up with the Telecaster model. You'll see a few '51 Telecasters at the end of that year. So the Nocasters, they have their place in Fender history. This is an exceptional model. Great provenance, great guitar. Original case here, complete with a little bit of brown duct tape, keeping her together, but she's solid and functional. And just an absolute must if you're a hardcore Fender collector and you want one of the finest, I would say top 10 Nocasters on the planet, sitting right here in my lap. Beautiful piece. Today we're going to have our good friend Dan Phelps do a demo of this guitar through this 1962 Fender Super Amp. Really cool brown model. These sound great, 40 watts, two 10-inch speakers, and it should be just a winning combination in the hands of Dan Phelps. So there you have it, folks. My pick of the day, an original top 10 Fender Nocaster through an original 1962 Fender Super Amp. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time around.